Well, Aaron, in that third period, what impressed you most with your team's defensive effort after you got the lead and were able to hold on to get this one?
Yeah, I mean, we always talk about 3-3 tie game on the road in the third period. The day before, you probably would have asked for that situation, right? So we feel comfortable in those games. We've been doing it for a few years now, so to get a win's huge.
The first time that your team has won here since 2022 in the regular season, what does a win like this say about this team, especially after maybe a rough stretch?
Yeah, we had a tough stretch, and it was important to get back to our game against Toronto, and we did that, and we found a way again to do it tonight. So pretty happy and proud with our team right now.
How important to start off strong in that first period?
Extremely important. Obviously, getting a 3-1 lead on the road is nice, and they got a few, but we didn't waver in our confidence in our game and continue to be hard on the forecheck. And again, it's all those little cliche things that you hear in an interview that we did tonight.
Is there a little bit of an awareness that you had a goalie on the other end who is maybe struggling a little bit? That was apparent to the eye.
I had absolutely no idea that he was struggling today.
Your 700th career NHL game, when you think about your journey in this league, what is the significance of the number 700 to you?
Yeah, I mean, 700 is fun. It's a lot of hockey, but I still feel like I have a ton left in me, so feels like I'm just getting started right in the middle.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, we want to be a good third period team, and I think we liked our game. We just had to stick with it, and all night I feel like we played a full 60 minutes. I got some bounces, and it's the way the game goes, but it was nice to prevail and get the win.
Bob going for the empty net there at the end. What you think of that?
I would have loved to see him hit it, but there was a lot of bodies in the way. It would have been better if they were forechecking and he had a little more space to shoot it, but yeah, I love it.
You had a nice little coast-to-coast goal. Kind of take us through that play.
Yeah, I think Ike made a good play to Chucky, and Chucky hit me with speed, and I had a lot of speed going in and just tried to get the shot through, and happy it went in.
Do you feel like you're really starting to find your game at this point of the season?
Yeah, I feel like it's starting to come a little bit. I think it's been, after going back-to-back finals, it's tough to get the emotional level, but I think we're starting to find it, especially our line. We had some struggles at the start, and I think we're starting to get some momentum going. I think we played good back-to-back games, and I think we're just going to keep on going and building from it.
You've talked a lot about the emotional level and finding that emotion on the bench. What stood out these last two wins in that regard?
I think definitely the opponent helped. I think playing two of the best teams in the conference helps, and some playoff history and stuff like that. And I think that's I think our challenge this year, getting up for games that are a little less emotional, I guess, on the road, or it doesn't matter what it is. But I think that's kind of our biggest challenge.
Is there something about losing a two-goal lead that kind of redoubles your effort and focuses a team?
I think for some teams it does, but I think over the last couple of years we have a lot of experience with that, and I think especially going on deep runs and stuff like that, that we kind of judge ourselves on the process, and sometimes they go in. It's always tough, but I think mostly I think we liked their game most of the night, and we just said we're going to stick with it.
Well, Coach, that third period, what impressed you most with how your team was able to lock it down defensively after that lead?
Yeah, I thought I liked the big. I know we got a lead here after one, but I liked the big block of the second period, and then pretty solid there in the third. I thought we were right on our decisions to get pucks deep, but there was still some creativity in our game. We were still making plays, and you don't want to just bang the puck out and against this team because their counter game's too good. So I thought we managed the puck well mentally based on the score.
Getting some power play.
Yeah.
What were your impressions of the game?
I think there's a lot of potential with that idea. He got a real good shot through the seam off a backdoor pass, made a great pass. He can skate and he can handle the puck and shoot, but it also, we really like Verhaeghe and Bennett together as a unit. So it gives us two, and then the other piece is then you're left with a really solid line to come off the bench. If you don't score, you know the other team's coming off with their best. And with Lundell's line, there's a lot of protection. So it structures our game out well.
Coach, I think all four lines scored today.
Yeah.
So nice to have.
It's good because It was one of those funny nights that I had lots of time for the Nozick line. I just didn't play them a lot, right? We got into all the penalty trouble at the end of the first. And sometimes it's just the way the TV timeouts fall. They've got a hard match, which we're all right with on the road. We were okay with the way the matchup was being played out. So they didn't get it. Nozick's line didn't get as much ice as they deserved, but all the lines had I thought, had a pretty solid identity to their game.
Like Verhaeghe said, when you lose a 2-goal lead like that, this team, veteran team, trusts the process, so it's not that big.
Yeah.
Is that sort of how you approach that?
I think that's fair. I think it's how you lose it. You know, a couple of wristers from the point. Every shot from the point that's wristed is a chance, right? And 2 go in on you. I think that was the 3-3 goal was their 3rd shot in that period. So we didn't feel we were under siege at the point in time. So, and then we were, and that happens in Carolina. And we know that when they get 1 or 2, they get on a roll, and they were very strong in the back half of that second period after they made it 3-3.
Why has the team had the knack for the shorthanded goals so far this season?
I got no idea. Like, in truth, I stopped going into the penalty kill meetings in November of last year, and that's when it took off. I'm not joking. It's almost the exact day it got better. So we've got, Barkov and Reinhardt have been the big scorers. What they do is they pick the right time to go. So it's not a philosophy where we're trying to press the game every time we touch the puck or that we're trying to score. It's just 2 really, really smart guys, and if there's any advantage, they take it. And if not, they just get it down and come off. I don't find us to be one of those hyper-aggressive up-ice teams. They're just 2 really, really smart guys. One's a Selke, the other scored 57, so they could do some things.